How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to my channel, The Cosmic Wonder, where we talk about Marvel and all things relating to the MCU. Today we're going to be talking about a new iteration of the Avengers team, the Young Avengers, coming to the MCU. Now, Marvel's done a pretty good job at setting the base and premise for the Young Avengers to finally make their debut. In fact, we pretty much know the majority of the new Young Avengers lineup that is going to be introduced. And it looks like we're going to be seeing that sooner than later, as there are reports now that the Young Avengers project is beginning to enter pre-development. So let's talk about everything that we know, including the lineup of the Young Avengers. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all things related to the MCU. Also, so you can enter my giveaway for a chance to win an Xbox One or a PS4. I'm picking a winner at 550,000 subscribers. Only 5,000 subscribers away. Should hit it in a few days. Now, you may have heard word recently about the Young Avengers, as many different websites are talking about it, but it originally hails from the Geeks Worldwide senior editor Thomas Polito. He recently announced in a tweet that it sounds like Marvel Studios is gearing up to take pitches from writers for Young Avengers. Now, Kevin Feige has already stated publicly that the next 5 years of the MCU are already done. They know all of the movies and TV shows that they're going to be releasing. And he even mentioned in an interview immediately following San Diego Comic-Con's Marvel panel in 2019 that he does know all of the characters who are going to go on and become a part of an Avengers team. Now, of course, we have the new Avengers team, but we also have the Young Avengers. And it sounds like they may be coming before the new Avengers. The MCU is going to have to introduce a few different new characters before we can see the new Avengers come together on the big screen. However, like I mentioned, for the Young Avengers, we actually have most of the team already revealed to us, and they're all entering the MCU pretty soon. In fact, some of them already do exist in the MCU, and we saw them not too long ago in Avengers Endgame. The first one that we saw is Cassie Lang, the daughter of Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man. In the comics, she is part of the Young Avengers as Stature. Cassie Lang, or Stature, basically has the powers of both Ant-Man and the Wasp. She can grow and shrink in size, she has a helmet that helps her communicate with over 5,000 different species, and she has wings as well that enable her to fly. Now, she was in Avengers Endgame, but her setup is most likely going to be in Ant-Man 3. A recent plot leak for Ant-Man 3 tells us that she's going to want to go and join the Avengers, but her father, Scott, and Hope don't want her to go and join. So supposedly, Ant-Man 3 is going to be about Hope and Scott teaching Cassie how to be a superhero. They'll try to teach her instead of her going off on her own and fighting with the Avengers. But she wasn't the only Young Avenger that was in Avengers Endgame. We all remember Harley Keener, the little boy that played a major role in Iron Man 3. He was there at the end of Avengers Endgame at Tony Stark's funeral. And as we all know, that is no coincidence. Marvel does everything on purpose. Like I said, Kevin Feige has planned the next 5 years of the MCU out, so they do things way in advance. But the fact that he was at Tony Stark's funeral probably means that he kept in touch with him. Not to mention that Tony Stark left him a lot of gear at the end of Iron Man 3. So of course, it's widely believed that he is going to be Iron Lad in the Young Avengers. Now, Marvel's going to have to twist the origin story of Iron Lad from the comics just a little bit to make Harley Keener Iron Lad, but nothing they haven't done before. We then have Kate Bishop, who is already officially confirmed to be making an appearance in the Hawkeye series. In this series, Clint is going to be training Kate Bishop to take on the mantle of Hawkeye. And in the comics, Kate Bishop, or Hawkeye, plays a major role in the Young Avengers. And since Marvel Studios has stated that the Hawkeye series is going to be about Kate Bishop, it's very obvious that they're preparing her for the Young Avengers. And then, of course, we have Miss Marvel coming to Disney+. In the comics, Miss Marvel is a major part of the Young Avengers, most of the time leading them. This, of course, is no coincidence as well. Again, Marvel does everything on purpose. And we're getting 2 new Disney Plus shows, both introducing very young superheroes. Actually, 3 new Disney Plus shows that are going to be introducing new young superheroes, as Wanda and Vision is going to introduce her twins, Wiccan and Speed. And of course, like everybody else mentioned, they're a pretty big part of the Young Avengers in the comics as well. So right there with everybody that I just mentioned, we have a full Young Avengers lineup. We have Stature, Iron Lad, the new Hawkeye, who is going to be Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, and Wiccan and Speed. That's 6 characters for the lineup of the new Avengers that are coming to the MCU very soon or are already in the MCU. And it sounds like the Young Avengers could be coming as early on as Phase 5 as, like this report says, the writers are already being gathered to pitch what could be the new Young Avengers. So let me know what you think about this. Would you be excited for a Young Avengers movie or perhaps a Disney Plus show? And which of the adult Avengers would you like to see lead them? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like the video and don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all the Marvel news. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.